Video games. It's something that a lot of kids like and people with autism like a lot more. What do you need to know and how can you use this to even help a child with autism make friends? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about that. I'm Craig Kahn. I've got it going on. And this is TeamAutismpedia. We're dedicated to educating you about autism and how you can improve the lives of people with autism. If you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing so you can get our latest videos. So, first to talk about it is to confirm a lot of what I've known for a long time. There was a study done a number of years ago, and it talked about what do kids who are on the autism spectrum and that like video games, what is different things about it. And some things that I've known and I've had myself, that they like role-playing games and they like things with fantasy and that kind of things a lot more than other types of games. And one of the reasons why role-playing games is because there's lots of variables, and I know as one of my friends, and I know I have this too, that we often like different types of numbers and things that you can manipulate more like that. And in these types of games, there's that. Also that we typically like fantasy so much more. I've seen this. I know myself and other people like comics a lot more than the average person and can get into them a lot more than the average person. If you can check out my video on special interests to see about our special interests and how that can be used if you want up there. If your child is interested in video games, then a very, very important thing to know is the rating of each video games. I remember being in a used game store once, and there was a kid younger than me who was like definitely less than 10 years old, and he went for a video game that had a rating of M, which stands for in America for mature. And I could tell very easily that game had a lot of violence in it and that. And those parents just willingly got that game for them. Make sure to learn about the ratings and that. In America we have ESRB and that. And feel free to, if you're going to a place to buy video games, talk to the people there and learn about the ratings so that you can make sure you find the appropriate games for your child, because there's an appropriate thing for each age that they should be exposed to. Another thing a lot of parents don't know about is that there's something called multiplayer games, and this could actually be a good strategy for making sure that your child goes out and interacts more. One of the things I've suggested before is a game called Pokemon Go, which you can play on your phone. And that's something that you go out in public and you do things. I have a whole video on it up there and how it can help make people make friends. But generally, there's certain games that are encouraged to play with other people. And you can use this to your advantage if your child is on the autism spectrum. How you do this is you look at making sure that they have at least 2 controllers which are used to play the game, and then you look at trying to focus on getting them games that have multiplayer. Again, talk to staff at the place that you usually get video games for them with, and find out what those games are and what they recommend. Next, you need to look at trying to encourage your child by especially saying that there will be more or video game playing that they can do if they play with other people. If they play alone, then they have less time, and that restrict a little bit. Restrictions can be good, and you should look at making sure they do the proper things in life, not just play video games all day. But if they're encouraged to play, that they're rewarded to find friends, then you'll be conditioning your children to make sure that they look for friends and they'll find people there. It may not be the people who you want necessarily, but they'll start getting that mind in their head of that they need to find people that they do things with, and that will help them make friends later on as they realize what it is more. So I hope that was helpful, and make sure to subscribe so you can get our latest videos. And make sure to check out our other videos because we have some great videos out here.